悲しみが今セーラスマイ奇跡を起こすのセーラウィー誰だって輝く星を持つ負けない明日へセーラへ絶対捕まえるセーラスターこの誓い届け銀河まで
What's going on, guys? This is your boy Kenny, and we're here today with Sailor Moon Crystal Act 17, and it is called Secrets Sailor Jupiter. Guys, we're getting down to the final episodes of it, and we're going to be getting into the next season, which is Sailor Moon Crystal Season 3, which is the I think it was the Infinity arc, and we'll get into that a little bit later. But guys, this episode, it was Jupiter eccentric. It was Makoto's eccentric episode, which we starts off where the episode left off, where Ami has been, captured by the Black Moon. Now, everything in this whole episode is, giving a little backstory about what happened to in Jupiter's life. Now, before we get into that, we got to talk about, Usagi has been feeling kind of down and sad because two of her main friends are gone. And she doesn't know where they are and she doesn't know how to get in touch with them. Now, Chibiusa, she comes in to try to cheer her up, not knowing that that's what Chibiusa was doing. Usagi just went off on her, which is funny, but a lot of fans had a problem with this because when Crystal first came out and we started seeing, Crystal was like on the serious tone, and then with season 2 coming in, they started doing a little comedy. And a lot of fans were like thrown off by it because it was like, if you didn't start with comedy in the beginning and you wanted to make this a serious tone, why do it now? And I can completely understand where the fans were coming from. But I did like the comedy. Do not get me wrong, because Sailor Moon, the original, was heavily based on slapstick comedy, and it was funny. And they did it so well. They put it like when it was really really needed. And in this episode, a lot of people found that kind of off-putting. So, and there's gonna be more what's gonna be very off-putting. But getting back into it, Usagi goes around. Chibiusa follows her, and she meets Mamoru at the arcade. And Chibiusa started playing the game, and Makoto has found out, walking around, and Minako, she goes over to try to talk to her, but she has this bad cough. And she gets this beeping from her, pin that, something is wrong. They get to the arcade and they find out that Chibiusa is playing the Sailor V game. Not only is she playing the Sailor V game, she got the highest dating score on, ever, recorded. She started going around and she started collecting candy and all this stuff. So Minako and Mamoru, they figured it out that that Luna P was helping Chibiusa win win everything. So after Chibiusa leaves, the girls go into the base and they try to figure out what the heck is going on. Have they found Had they found Sailor Mars and Mercury? But Artemis said he cannot. They must be too far for him to try to pinpoint their locations. So Usagi gets kind of sad, but then Luna was like, "Well, Chibiusa cheered you up, so you're looking kind of happy." So back at the house, you see Usagi's mom and dad, which is Kenji and Iku. They were in the kitchen being, lovey-dovey, and Chibiusa goes back to think about her mother and father, where she was, being kind of like ostracized, if you look at it. and her mother never paid any attention to her, and and she was getting that feeling. So she runs out the house, and she ends up talking to Luna P. Luna P gives her some kind of I don't know what to call it, message saying whenever you're sad, cast the spell. And when she does, those her Luna P turns into a umbrella, and all these white doves come out. And the girl tells her mother, and the mother's like so uninterested. She's so uninterested. So Chibiusa is like in this deep trance, and there was this thunder and lightning. When it hits, Mamoru goes to touch her, and she basically, Mamoru sees everything. He has a vision of everything that Chibiusa saw, and he doesn't know what he saw, but he knows it's coming from her, and he was trying to figure out what the heck is going on. Now, after he takes her home, the next day he meets up with Usagi and Luna, and he lets them know what's being seen. Now, unbeknownst to them, they have a person that's in the same vicinity of them, and Asunuma, who's Mamoru's friend, he overhears everything that's going on. And not only does he see, overhears everything, he sees Luna talking. So he's freaking out. So he leaves the arcade he goes with, and he ends up meeting up with Makoto. So Makoto told him, don't get too close, because when he does, she shocks him, and he was like, "What the heck?" So she takes him to the house. She gives him rose tea, and there's a lot of things that's going on, and they hear on the news. But before that, he actually sees a picture of her mother and father on her table, and he said, "Are these your parents?" And she basically tells him those are her parents. They died in a plane crash when she was little. So that's actually been her backstory from the original to to this still this day. Her parents died in an airplane crash, and so that's why you see her living alone. How in the world can a child live on their own? Maybe the theory is that her parents were really well off, and they left her a considerable amount of money, so she was able to go to school and be able to still support herself. That's what I'm thinking, and that's what a lot of other people think too. But anyway, moving on. He starts to think about certain things, because when they said the UFOs and stuff were coming around, and he thought about it, she was giving off this electrical shock. So he asked her. So she basically tells him everything without saying too much. She said that her friends have special abilities. They're human beings, but they have special abilities. And he asked her to let him protect her. She kisses him on the forehead. She leaves. No, he leaves, and she gets attacked by pets. Now I forgot to tell y'all what's been going on with Prince Damon. Now we're gonna get into him in a couple of episodes, so I'm not gonna say too much on him right now, because that is a creepy mofo, and when you see him, you'll understand what I'm saying. Now, getting to so Usagi and Makoto passes out, and Minako is trying to figure out what the heck is going on, why they're not getting, why they're not hearing from her. They run over to the house, and Pets is standing on the building, and she got all these thousands of droids behind her. So the droids turn into the human forms, and they go out and try to start, taking over. She goes in. No, a droid of Makoto comes in, and they begin to fight. Once she gets the droid off of her, she begins to transform. Then you see Usagi and Minako. They outside. They transform. They come in. Makoto defeats the droid. So Sailor Jupiter, Moon, and Venus go outside. They're on the patio, and they see where Pets is out there. So Jupiter goes off to face up against her, and she uses her attack, sparkling white pressure, but she was losing because remember the virus that she has. Pets is the one that actually, initiated the whole entire virus. So it was getting the best of her and it killed her. Sailor Moon comes in and I mean it didn't kill her. It overtook her. Sailor Moon comes in to try to save her, but she kills Pets. But Jupiter is taken by Rubius, and that's where the episode ends. Guys, I'm telling you, it's about to get good. Hanging out with me, we're going to continue with the Sailor Moon Crystal. Let me go ahead and finish watching the other episodes, and then when I come back, I will see you guys. Well, we'll talk about it when I get back, and I will see you guys later.